Alex Koyfman claims a new lithium source has been discovered, and investors who jump in now can turn $1,000 into $225,000. However, Koyfman wants you to pay him nearly $2,000 to learn the name of the stock. This is where I come in. He left enough clues in the presentation to figure out the stock, and I reveal it here for completely free. All I ask in return is that you drop a like and subscribe if you appreciate me doing this. Before we get into the stock, let's look at Koyfman's past stock picks to see if we can trust him. In October 2020, he recommended Everspin Technologies as a play on the Internet of Things sector. The stock has been extremely volatile and at one point doubled for a very short period. However, it's down overall. In February 2021, Koyfman said you could gain over 11,000% if you invested in Fuel Positive, but those gains never happened, and the stock has lost a lot of value since then. In December 2021, Koyfman called electric plane company Joby Aviation Air Tesla, and claimed this company would create more millionaires than Tesla did. However, that didn't happen, and the stock has lost about 50% since. In February 2022, Koyfman claimed Next Innovations could create products that could replace plastic and make trillions. This hasn't happened yet. In May 2023, Koyfman recommended Graphene Manufacturing Group, claiming it would win the battery arms race. The stock went on to lose 75% since. Koyfman only recommends microcap stocks, which is why you see so many losers. In my opinion, the stocks of these companies are basically impossible to predict. Let's shift back to Alex's latest stock teaser and see what he's pitching. Koyfman starts the presentation claiming one of the biggest lithium resources on the planet, big enough to supply global demand for 3 years and worth an estimated $322 billion, has been sitting around for decades in plain view with nobody able to lay a finger on it. According to Koyfman, oil companies have been filling up ponds with a waste material called brine, and that brine is where things get interesting. According to Koyfman, the wastewater in those ponds may be worth more than the oil ever was because lithium is in brine. But there was no way to separate the lithium from the brine until now. Koyfman claims a small technology company based in Calgary, Alberta, has perfected a way to extract high-grade lithium directly from brine, and with their tech proven earlier this year. Management at this development stage company moved quickly to purchase the mineral rights to the oil company's land, as well as the surrounding areas. A total of 430,000 acres, or about 671 square miles, of Canadian tundra. So that's the pitch. According to Koyfman, a company has unlocked the secrets of separating lithium and brine for cheap and has recently bought hundreds of thousands of acres to test out their tech. Let's look at the clues he left for the stock now. The first clue is that this lithium company is based in Alberta, Canada, and recently bought 430,000 acres. Additionally, the company is very small and only has a market cap of $20 million. And lastly, the name of their project is called Rainbow Lake Project. I'm going to reveal the stock in about 30 seconds, but before I do, I want to tell you about Alpha Picks from Seeking Alpha, which is my favorite stock picking service. Alpha Picks gives you 2 picks a month and a complete portfolio of stocks to invest in, and since it started 2 years ago, it's been crushing the market. My favorite thing about Alpha Picks is that they recommend stocks most investors haven't heard of. For example, they recommended MI Homes in October 2022, and the stock has gained 332% since. They recommended Modine Manufacturing Company around the same time, and it's up 443%. And if you click the link in the description, you get $50 off this service. So make sure to click that link to take advantage of this amazing deal. The company Koyfman is pitching in this teaser is Volt Lithium, and the ticker is VLTLF. Volt Lithium is a Canadian-based company focused on extracting lithium from oilfield brine, aiming to supply the growing demand for lithium used in electric vehicle batteries and other technologies. The company claims to use a proprietary extraction technology designed to produce lithium more efficiently and sustainably from existing oilfield operations. My rating for this stock is wait. There is 0% chance I'd ever invest anything meaningful into a company that has a $20 million market cap and 30-cent stock. This company is pure speculation, and there's nothing really tangible to point to in terms of financials. You can only go off what the company says about itself and what they promise. If Volt truly will gain 22,000% like Koyfman claims, there's plenty of time to wait to see how it does now and buy later for massive returns. Let's look close at why I believe you should hold off on buying this stock. When it comes to Volt Lithium, the stock is gaining some attention in the market due to its focus on the growing lithium industry, particularly in North America, where lithium extraction and refining are becoming hot topics. Volt Lithium's projects are positioned in Alberta, Canada, which is known for its vast natural resources. However, despite the buzz surrounding the company, I believe it's a stock that investors should hold off on buying for now. Let me explain why. Starting with the fundamentals, Volt Lithium is still in the early stages of developing its projects. As of the most recent quarter, their financials reveal limited revenue and ongoing operational losses, typical of companies in this phase. For a stock like Volt Lithium, the key milestones that would drive value, such as hitting production goals or securing large supply contracts, are still down the road. Currently, Volt's market cap hovers around 20 million, and while that seems like a low entry point, the risks associated with pre-production mining companies are high. It's worth noting that these companies can remain speculative plays for years, and their stock price can be volatile, as investors speculate on future potential rather than current performance. Another factor to consider is the broader lithium market itself. Lithium prices surged dramatically over the last couple of years due to rising demand for electric vehicles, but prices have cooled recently, and there's a lot of competition in this space. Established players like Albemarle and SQM have more significant resources and established supply chains. Volt Lithium would need to prove that it can compete on both cost and scalability, and that's not guaranteed. Moreover, Volt Lithium's business model involves direct lithium extraction technology, which is still considered somewhat experimental on a commercial scale. While this could potentially be a game changer if successful, the tech hasn't been fully proven to work at scale. As an investor, I'd want to wait and see how the company progresses with its pilot projects, and whether they can consistently hit the technical and financial milestones needed to gain a foothold in the market. Lastly, given that Volt Lithium operates in Canada, regulatory hurdles and environmental concerns could slow down project development. The company will need to navigate these issues carefully, and any delays could push back their timeline for revenue generation, further pressuring the stock. For now, it's a stock you could monitor, but not rush to buy. It's speculative, and there's too much uncertainty surrounding its future. Waiting until they hit more concrete milestones, like moving from pilot testing to production, would provide more clarity on the long-term viability of their business model. Until then, there's no reason to buy the stock right now. And if you really want to make money with the stock market, make sure to click the link in the description to check out Alpha Picks from Seeking Alpha. I've reviewed hundreds of stock picking services, and this one performs the best. Since its inception 2 years ago, it's absolutely been crushing the market and has tripled the returns of the market in that time period. And if you click the link in the description, you get $50 off this service. So make sure to click that link now and start investing the smart way.